Well, hello, traders and investors. My name is Roger Scott. Today is November 9th. Can you imagine November's almost a third over? And we're just getting past the election. I've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about, so let's get into it right now. Now, stock markets are higher. It's Monday. The presidential election is over, and Pfizer, is it a coincidence, is saying that they have early data showing COVID-19 is effective. But I'm going to tell you something. I want to show you something, guys. Russell 2000 up 7.41. S&P up 4. The Russell is up almost 2 times as much as the S&P. And I'm going to tell you, the S&P is up 4%. The Dow Jones, look at this, is up 5.52%. But the Russell up 7.33%. And that's telling us, you know, that trade war we had with China? Bye-bye. No more trade war. Small caps are going up again. And I'm really, really excited because this trade war has put a wet blanket. And if you've been watching, listening, paying attention to anything I've been saying, then you guys know that I said that the Russell is leading because if Joe Biden wins, he's going to put an end to this trade war. We don't need a trade war with China with this economy right now. And that's why the Russell is almost twice as strong as the S&P. Now, the Dow's up like 1,500 points, and it's up 5%. The Russell is up 7%. And the S&P, it was up 3.5%, but now it's up like 4%. But it's still almost half of what the Russell is up. But let's talk about the economy. So markets were already sharply higher on the U.S. election results when Pfizer said that data showed vaccine shot may be 90% effective at preventing COVID-19, indicating the company's on track this month to file an emergency use application with U.S. regulations. Now, I had my physical last Thursday, I think it was, and the doctor said even if they get an emergency application, their office is not going to get it for about 5 to 6 months. That's straight out of my doctor's mouth. So if I want it, even though it's going to be out next month or whatever, we're still not going to get it for 5 to 6 months. They're going to give it first to really sick people and this and that. By the time people get it, it's going to take some time. Any economic recovery depends on checking the pandemic, and investors pounced upon the news. Pfizer data is only preliminary and does not mean the vaccine is imminent. Getting the vaccine to billions of people will be a massive undertaking, which will take UPS and FedEx and packaging companies. Think about all the packaging that it'll take to get the vaccine to billions of people. Think about what I just said. UPS, FedEx, IP, the paper companies, packaging companies. Hello. I just gave you a lot right there. Many analysts expect trade tension to de-escalate. Really? You think? Under the Biden presidency. Still, not all trade tensions are expected to vanish, even if Biden rolls back some of the tariffs imposed by President Trump on U.S. trading partners, especially China, in the past several years. I promise he's going to undo about 90%, which is why the Russell is up almost 8% right now. I never thought I would say that the Russell is up 8% pre-open. The European Union pressed ahead Monday with plans to impose tariffs and other penalties on up to $4 billion worth of goods and services over illegal American support for plane maker Boeing that followed the World Trade Organization ruling in U.S.'s favor over EU support of Airbus. For now, investors seem inclined to shrug off Trump's refusal to concede and threats of legal action. Yeah, they're completely shrugging that off, with Republicans expecting to retain their grip on the majority in the Senate. I'm very, very happy about that. Why? Because we're going to have a balance of powers, Democrat, Republican. The purse strings are still going to be controlled by Republicans, folks. So Biden can talk and bark all he wants. The money is held with the Senate. And I like the fact that we have the check and balances. I like when the administration has both sides. It means there's going to be checks and balances, which is the definition of democracy. Imagine that. Despite rising infections and deaths from the pandemic, economies have continued to recover from shocks of earlier shutdowns. This is the market appraising that Biden is going to lead, and to a smaller impact that there's going to be possible vaccine for COVID. Customs data released Saturday showed Chinese exports growth accelerated in October. This is very, very positive, and I'm seeing the same. boasting the totals so far for this year back above pre-COVID levels for the first time. That's huge. Europe is getting stuck in this COVID-19 thing again, but Chinese seems to have getting their stuff together. We could see that based on the amount of exports coming into this country. Exports in October rose, or imports coming into this country, rose 11% over a year earlier to 237 billion, up from September's almost 10% gain, while imports rose 4.7% to 178 billion, decelerating from the previous monthly surge. Biden, let's talk about Biden for a second, has vowed to move decisively to try to counter the worsening COVID pandemic, which has sapped economic growth, trade, and travel. And the U.S. and Europe face a troubling rise in infections. Even if the strictest lockdowns don't return in the U.S., the worsening pandemic may dampen consumers and erase profits. Very, very true. And again, folks, don't hold your breath. You're not going to get this vaccine tomorrow. Let's look at the market right now. It's going to take some time. Very sick people may get it, but all right, finally, the S&P is above the September 2nd high. Remember what I've been saying? Do not trade the S&P till we're above the September 2nd high. We have to finally taken out the September 2nd high, and we are bullish again. Let's look at the QQQ. Have we taken out the September 2nd high? Not yet. Not yet. That's very, very important. And that's telling us that the NASDAQ continues to lag behind. All right? Very, very, very important. It's continued to lag behind. Now, I want to see if the NASDAQ futures are up. Maybe this is just the cash. Let's see how the futures are doing. I can't trust these numbers. All right. Maybe the NASDAQ futures are already showing above. Nope. Nope, not yet. Look at that. Huh. That's interesting. Let's look at the S&P again. Things are moving, but this is strange. Strange. Let's take a look here. Let's look at the S&P. Yeah, that's taking it out. Definitely not the NASDAQ. And I told you guys, tech is not going to be where the big money is. Small caps. I've only been saying it for 7 months. Let's take a look at this sucker. Oh yeah, it's like that. Let's look at the continuous 2-year. Daily. Yep, here we go. That's an all-time high. We just took out the all-time high. The Russell is not officially lagging anymore. The Russell is now leading the charge. Look at that. Highest highs right there. We just took out the all-time highs. That's what I wanted to see. And that's telling us quite a lot. That's telling us quite a bit. So here's what I suggest you guys do. Don't go hot and heavy. If you have positions right now, it's a good time to hold them. Remember, when markets go upside like this, there's a chance. What if Trump makes a comeback? Or what if Pfizer says they don't have anything? This is preliminary. Be cautious right now. You don't need big exposure to make money with markets up like this. So lower your exposure to about 15 to 20%. In the next few days, I'm going to be giving you some stocks to look at. For now, let's just take a look at some stocks that are making 90-day breakouts, all right? Really quickly, I'll give you this. There's a lot, 245 versus 24 making 90-day breakdowns. Now, let me show you some good ones that I like. I like Snap. This is a good one. I like Uber quite a bit. Square is one of my favorites. Emerging markets is moving really, really good. Canopy Growth, I would still wait on the pot stocks. Cloudflare, folks, Cloudflare. I called it last week. Micron chips, and I like this breakout. It's a congestion type of a breakout. I like Micron. I like Roku. I like all the stay-at-home stocks because I think we're going to have part 2. Pinterest is really good. Zillow's good. Notice a lot of the stay-at-home stocks are rallying. NVIDIA, I like NVIDIA right now. I like JD a lot right now. I like Zillow quite a bit. Again, I just wanted to show you some stocks that are making 90-day breakouts. Look at Basic Materials. Look at that. Love it. Folks, everything that I've been telling you is coming to fruition. Look at Xilinx. Look at that. Nice little breakout. Apps, nice little 90-day breakout. Texas Instrument, another chip stock. Beautiful congestion following a 90-day break, following a little downside, 90-day breakout. Gap. I've been on this stock forever. I like this stock, one of my favorites right now. I think retailers are going to jump ahead of this Pfizer data. Let's see here. Carrier Global, still moving higher. SMH, semiconductors. I think I've given you guys enough. The ones that I really like, I like Snap. I like Uber quite a bit. I like Square a lot. I like Net. And I really like Micron and Roku and Pins. I think you guys have enough to work with. Now, before you guys go, I'm very excited about this week. I'm really excited about this week. I can't stop thinking about the crazy gains that Wall Street expert Adam Sarhan is talking about. I really can't. You see, he discovered a brand new stock that just crossed what he likes to call the alpha line. That's right, the alpha line. It's a trade that's set to explode past 900%. And with the markets flying the way they are right now, with the small caps up 7%, making all-time highs pre-open, Adam firmly believes that anyone who gets in on this trade can see triple-digit returns in as little as 24 hours. Man, triple-digit returns, 24 hours? I like that. So if you want to trade, click the link below and pay close attention to what Adam has to say. Adam is a top trader. He's an amazing stock picker. He's a Forbes contributor. This guy's traded for some of the best minds in the country. You cannot afford to miss this. It's a trade that's set to explode over 900%. And Adam, he firmly believes that anyone who gets on this trade can see triple-digit gains in as little as 24 hours. I'm not waiting. I'm getting in on it right now. Pay very, very close attention and follow the link. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day and keep your eye on the volatility. Bye, everyone.